chicken fried, and cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Never gets old. Hey, everybody. Hope you're having a happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
I'm John Reap, and over here is
Sarah Tiana.
And you are listening to another awesome, amazing episode of the Fried Pod. Don't eat Tide Pods. Listen to Fried Pod.
Listen to Fried Pod.
Yeah.
That's how we got to make a shirt that says that.
Right. Don't eat Tide Pods. Listen to the Fried Pod.
Or just says Fried Pod. Or just says Fried Pods.
Yeah. Maybe that'd be a new logo we should work on.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Where it's us and our faces are on a Tide Pod. I don't know. Okay, if you're listening and you have ideas and you're in the graphic designing world, hit us up. You can send me your images at John Reap on Twitter, JONREEP. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Sarah, everything
I'm Sarah Tiana, SARAH.
Yeah.
Tiana
with a T.
With a T.
With the Anna, is what you call it? Yeah. So also we're on the road all the time. If you check out my tour dates, you'll see I could be in your backyard right now. You never know. If you go to johnreap.com.
You do like to show up in people's backyards.
That's one of my favorite things.
It's super creepy.
I don't even do stand-up either. I just stand there with my pants down. Say, come out here.
Which is awful, you being a ginger. It's not very good with the sun.
It brightens the room. It doesn't. It's like a source of light.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, on the road all the time. Just came back from Tampa. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, have you been to Side Splitters?
Yes, I have. I saw your picture. You took a picture with your picture.
I do.
Which I remember seeing when I was there.
Okay.
The weekend that I was there was the weekend that Ralphie passed in October.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And we had a bunch of great talk about Ralphie because he had done New Year's Eve that year there.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They play a video there that they haven't changed this video in years before the show. It's like old movies from the 80s that those little funny clips that they show. And they also show like other comedians talking about, like celebrating the 25th year anniversary of Side Splitters. And one of them was Spanky Brown, a comedian who also just passed away.
Oh, my God.
Who was like every show was reminding us that, oh, man, we lost another friend.
Yeah.
That's kind of a bummer.
Right.
But always have a good time at Side Splitters. And I worked with, and I've been trying to get this guy on the podcast for a long time. I've talked to you about him, Dusty Slay.
Oh.
Yes.
You talk about him all the time.
I'm a fan. Got a T-shirt from him.
You're a real fan.
Whenever you do end up meeting this guy and seeing him, you're gonna love him. He's really great. He's from Alabama. Grew up in a trailer park. But you're gonna hear all that because while I was there, I did an interview with him.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So why don't we check that out right now? Here is Dusty Slay, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here with a guy I've wanted to get on the podcast for quite some time now. A very funny man named Dusty Slay, everybody.
All right.
Yes. And also, I think I'm on your podcast right now at the same time.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're on the We're Having a Good Time podcast.
So we're fried and we're having a good time.
Fried, having a good time.
Wait, let me make sure I can say something.
All right.
There it is. Okay.
Here.
Yeah, just double checking. So everybody, Dusty Slay. I've met Dusty, I want to say, gosh, how many years ago now? 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, it's been about 3, I think.
3 years. We met in Zany's comedy club in Nashville.
Yeah.
One of my favorite places to play ever.
Yeah. I feel like we've done comedy together at the places that I like the most.
Yes. Well, we did Zany's.
Yes.
We've done Crackers.
Yes, Broad Ripple.
And then now here.
And here, we did
am I missing one?
We did the Orlando Improv.
Orlando, that's right.
Which is also a great club.
Yeah.
I love that club, too.
Yeah. Did we have a Gary Minky run in?
Gary Minky. I'm not sure.
Do you know who that is?
No.
I think he was in the green room one night. Maybe that was a different time. Okay. No, we did. We went, after the show, we went next door to some place, played pool with some people.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, out back.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, there was like a little patio with a pool.
Oh, right.
We actually had Preacher Lawson, who he did a guest spot on the show, who went on to be a finalist at
is that right?
America's Got Talent.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, folks. That's the history of us.
There you go.
Yeah, and we're having a good time. I love Dusty. He's got a great niche going. He's got the look. He's got the hand wave. That's his thing. And I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Dusty was nice enough to give me one of his shirts. See here?
Yeah.
It's got a wolf on it, and it's howling at the moon. Just says Dusty Slay.
Yeah, because I want to stick to my roots. You know, I don't want people thinking I'm better than I am.
Right, right. You don't want people thinking you've gone all Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Now, where are you from, Dusty? Born and raised.
From Opelika, Alabama, which is
What's that close to?
close to Auburn University.
Oh.
Also real close to Georgia. 15 minutes from Georgia.
Okay.
In Alabama, you can't buy lottery tickets, and you have to be 19 to buy cigarettes.
No kidding.
So when we were 18, we would drive to Georgia, buy cigarettes and lottery tickets. So
Loopholes, love them.
yes.
And did you ever win anything?
Never won.
No.
Never won, and probably damaged my lungs.
Yeah, that'll do it. So how did you
it was
get
a
to
lose.
Now Auburn? You're close to Auburn. Does that make you like an Auburn fan or
Well,
a Roll Tide hater, War Eagle?
You know, I don't hate either one, and people hate this. Alabama people hate this.
Yeah.
But my parents are divorced.
Okay.
You know? My dad's an Alabama fan. My mom's an Auburn fan. And they
Oh, shit.
it's
House
almost-
divided.
Yeah, like it's almost like, and they put personal things behind it. Like if I cheer for Alabama in front of my mom, she's like hurt. And the same for my dad. They're hurt by
Really?
it. Yeah.
Oh, you can feel the pain
Yeah,
in them.
it's not anger, it's sadness. They feel like they raised me wrong.
Oh no.
You know, and so I have to walk the line.
I know a little bit about that because my parents, my mom, but her whole side of the family was like a UNC, Tar Heel fans.
Oh yeah,
And so when you're in North Carolina, that's just, you're sort of brainwashed
yeah,
into that.
yeah.
And then later in life, I went to NC State, the Wolf Pack.
no.
Speaking of
Oh,
wolves,
the Wolves, yeah,
I knew there's a reason I like this.
yeah, yeah.
And so now I can't like the Tar Heels because they didn't let me in their school.
Right.
But when this one did.
Yeah.
So now when I'm back home and everyone's rooting for the Tar Heels, I'm quietly sort of
yeah.
hating on them a little bit. But so
I like to think that I have the capacity to pull for two teams.
yeah, I can like pizza and cheeseburgers.
Right.
I don't have to choose one.
Because I'm having pizza today, I don't have to tell my friends I hate cheeseburgers.
That's right. Yeah, maybe tomorrow it'll be sushi.
Yeah.
I mean,
knows?
you can like lots of things at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, people are mad. Like a couple in Tampa got mad at me. They were like, because I'm from Alabama, so they were giving me the Roll Tide.
Yes.
Then they were asking where I was from, and I told them near Auburn, and they were almost mad at me from where I was born.
That's funny. Cam Newton's from the Auburn area,
yeah.
I think.
Love Cam Newton.
So, well, we appreciate that, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, I'm on the fence about Cam. I like him as an athlete, but sometimes he can be a little cocky.
Yeah.
With the Superman thing.
Well, it's tough when he was winning, and he was like everybody was criticizing him, and then when he started losing, he stopped celebrating it. It's
he
like,
did. He got a little pouty.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue that you just love playing football when that's the case.
Are you
Because
a-
we all love winning.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's fun.
Yeah,
Winning's
we all
fun.
love winning.
Are you a sports guy?
I like football,
Yeah.
and that's it.
I hear you. That's mostly me as well. I played a little bit of football in high school, and then flag football in college, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
And then
That's hot.
that's as far as I got.
Flag football that's a hot sport.
Ladies love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, you walk around the flags just dangling off
Yeah.
like a skirt.
yeah,
Chicks
yeah,
dig it.
yeah, just a little partial skirt there.
Well, it's funny. Like when I went to college at NC State, me and some buddies, we got in the intramural sports.
Yeah.
And we formed a team, and we won the whole thing.
Wow.
At NC State. And then we didn't even know this.
Flag football?
Flag football, the
Wow.
champion. We won the whole thing.
Now that's good because again we're winning.
That's winning.
Yes.
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 So we were very happy about
Yeah.
that. Then, as the prize for that was to send you to New Orleans for the championships, where you play other schools.
Wow.
So, and then we got our asses whipped. Like we lost. It was double elimination. That first game was like 48-2. Something crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we made a mistake as soon as we got to, it's a free trip to New Orleans.
Right.
We're like 23.
Yeah.
We know we're going to Bourbon Street right away.
Well, that's really what you want.
Yeah,
is
well,
the
to
trip
get
to
in
New
there.
Orleans. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like once you're there, you're like, oh, I don't want to play flag football. I want to party on Bourbon Street.
That's what happened.
I want to take these flags off, get some beads.
That's right. Well, we made a mistake. Our first game was the next morning at like 10 a.m.
Oh,
so we're
yeah.
all like hungover. It was bad. Well, that's good. So now, how did you get from the Auburn? What was the town again? In Alabama?
Opelika.
Opelika.
Opelika. It means.
Is it an Indian name?
It's an Indian name for like great swamp, something like that.
Is that real?
It is real. It is real, and there's no swamps there. So I think they just were like, this is not a good place.
That's funny.
I like Opelika. I'm not hating on it, but it's but that is true.
How many people would you say are from Opelika, or like from the population?
It's hard to even speculate because I mean it could easily be looked up. But
yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, maybe someone while me and Dusty are talking, because for the Fried podcast and We're Having a Good Time listeners, we're also going live on Facebook right now. So we got like 19, 18 people popping in.
Yeah, partial skirt champion.
That's
NC
right.
State.
That's what Lance. Hey, Lance. So yeah, maybe look up. How do you spell Opelika?
Opelika, Opelika.
Yeah, and see what the population is, and let us know.
I'm gonna say like 200,000.
Oh, let's make a game out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 200,000.
Oh, that's bigger than I was thinking. All right.
Yeah, it's the big city to some of the surrounding towns.
Oh, okay.
But Auburn's bigger.
Got it.
You know?
All right. Well, if you're saying 200,000, I'm gonna knock it up one, because we always think it's smaller.
But it could be smaller.
Oh shit.
That's the problem.
I'm gonna go 175. I'm gonna go 175.
Okay.
All right. So someone fact check us there.
Opelika.
We'll have a friendly wager of $1.
Yeah, Opelika was like, I think it was like a town that popped up like during the Civil War or after the Civil War, and it was known as a town, like they said, when the train would pass through, the conductor would tell people to get down because the place was so rowdy they would shoot at the trains.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting history.
Yeah, it's a wild town.
You ever talk about that on stage?
No.
Maybe
no.
you should.
I should.
This is interesting. I like getting to know people and their comedy.
Yeah.
Like a little bio.
Yeah.
A little bit. I do.
And Johnny Cash and I've Been Everywhere says Opelika.
Does he really?
He does. Bubba Sparks gives Opelika, Alabama a shout out.
Such range.
Yeah, yeah.
Johnny to Bubba.
Yeah.
Okay, look. Brian Law's almost 300,000 in
Is that
2016.
300, or is that 30?
Nope. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is.
30,000 to
Population
150.
150. I was closer. I said 175. Okay, what does this say? Dusty, June 19. We're together
Oh, that's
now.
great.
That's Brent. Hey, Brent.
We're together at the Outer Banks.
Hey, Brent, look at my new shirt. I got the new version, buddy.
All right, that is the new.
I'm wearing it tonight on stage. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to see this, because he's going to go before me. And he's going to, he does this 30 minutes or so, and then he talks about the shirt at the end. Next thing you know, I'm coming on stage with the shirt on. I wonder how that's going to play out, if someone's going to say anything. Hey, he just talked about that.
I don't know. Either it's going to go great,
Yeah.
or not well. Maybe wear a different shirt underneath. So.
I'm committing.
Okay.
I'm going all in.
We got anywhere from 20,000 to 150,000 on the population of Opelika.
What are you talking about?
On people's predictions.
Oh, I see. No, I think you said 150 or somebody did. I can't fact check them, though.
Yeah.
You think that they're lying to us?
I think that it's just Wikipedia
Yeah.
dropping the ball.
Who knows? How do you start with the stand-up growing in Opelika? Is there a stand-up scene in Opelika?
No, I never did comedy in Opelika.
Nope.
I moved.
Were you a funny guy in high school?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
But I was more energetic, I was doing. But you know what I liked about school is that we all had to sit in. It was a lot like a stand-up room. Right?
Okay.
We all had to sit in a classroom.
Right.
And it would be quiet, so when I would say things, people would be listening.
Right.
You didn't have to fight for the attention.
No, you've got a captive audience.
So once I got out of high school, I was lost because I didn't know how to get those laughs again.
Now, you said you were more energetic. Would you do physical things?
I like to run through the hall, trip, fall, fake a seizure. That was my big move.
Dusty, I did that shit.
You did that?
I swear to God.
I think we have parallel lives.
I think so. I mean, okay, here's what I did. In between, I would go during the class, I would say, I have to go pee.
Okay.
So I'd get up.
Yeah.
Now, all the classes, so the halls are empty.
Yeah.
But I'd walk past a classroom with the door open, right? And
yeah.
If you're just sitting in class and you see someone walk past the door, you just kind of look. So I knew as soon as I walked past that door, everyone's going to look. So I'd walk one time just normal.
Yeah.
Everybody did like that. I'd wait like 2 minutes. I'd come back doing some stupid little dance or something.
Yeah,
Then before you know it, I got like 8 books and I'm just falling and throwing them in the air, Little dumb stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I have fake seizures
Yeah,
sometimes.
the seizure is the fun thing.
Yeah.
Because if you do it well, people think
We call it a
shit.
conniption.
Okay.
Someone
okay.
say, John,
Conniption
fake fall
fit.
down, have a conniption.
Yeah.
I go, because I was known for that. Have a conniption. I'm not sure what a conniption is. Seizure,
Conniption
probably same
fit
thing.
is what I used to hear.
Yeah.
Conniption fit.
Conniption fit. Okay, so now, what? Okay, I don't trust these stats.
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
26,000 including Auburn. That doesn't
Yeah.
seem like a.
So you were like a pratfall guy like me in
Yeah.
high school. That's great. And then got laughs. So did you get the old class clown award?
Well, they didn't really give us any awards.
Yeah.
I got something like about being stylish, but they were just. I think they were just because I dressed weird.
Dude,
I
you
had
posted
flame boots.
flame boots.
Yeah, and I would wear these skull tie-dyed T-shirts. I didn't know what I was doing.
Did you go through like an Eminem phase? I think I saw you post a picture of blonde hair.
Yeah, I had bleached hair, but it wasn't really because of Eminem. It was
Okay.
just well timed on my part. I looked like I was a cool rapper.
Now, was it at the same time?
Roundabout.
Oh, that's funny.
Because people were like, "You look like that guy Slim Shady," and I was like, "Who's that?"
Who's that?
Because I was all into country, still am. But
Yeah.
the country's that's my jam.
Yes, sir. Who are some of your favorite country music artists? To give me top 5. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean Merle Haggard, I think, is the best. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Merle Haggard's number one. Dwight Yoakam's great.
Oh, I love Dwight Yoakam.
A lot of people don't
Guitars
say
and
Dwight
Cadillacs.
Yoakam. Yeah, he's great. Hank Jr. I always liked.
Hank Jr.?
He doesn't get a lot of respect because I feel like they only go with his drinking songs. But he's got
Yeah.
a lot of love songs out there.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. Anybody really? Waylon
What do you
Jennings,
think
Johnny
of
Cash.
Conway Twitty?
Love Conway Twitty.
Yeah, me too.
I think that Conway Twitty has a lot of songs that I'm not into.
Oh, okay.
He's got I don't know, his older stuff. He almost seems like real
Yeah.
50s kind of.
Yeah. He's something funny about him, too.
Yeah.
He's got a good look.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, was it South Park that kind of made fun of him? Or yeah, South Park.
Probably.
Yeah, they just, for no reason, go, ladies and gentlemen, and now Conway Twitty. And they just show him singing on some, hee-haw type show. But
Yeah, it's the hair that he has.
yeah, it's almost like a helmet.
Yeah.
Back when country for a minute was getting glammy with the gemstones.
Oh, yeah.
Like like the disco
rhinestones.
phase. Yeah,
Like a rhinestone cowboy. Yeah, Conway Twitty has this song called "I'd Love to Lay You Down,"
Yes.
and then that whole first verse. Now, the second, and third, you see that he's married to this woman and he cares about her.
Yeah.
But the first verse really makes it seem like he's just trying to pick up a woman.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm not gonna lie to you. What I'm trying to do is have sex."
He says that?
He doesn't say
almost
it. Innuendo.
Right. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's great. That whole first verse.
What's that song? Crack it dawn, just my luck. Something like There's a lyric in one of his songs where it says "coffee leaking from the paper sack."
Oh,
and I know
don't
that
know that
life. Like I remember when I used to work at a Goodyear. My dad was the manager of a Goodyear, so
Yeah.
for 2 summers he forced me to work there. And the blue collar people, I
Yeah.
remember, would show up in the morning, 6 a.m. with coffee in a bag. It's in the cup, but it's also in a bag. How they carried it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember, such a detailed thing.
Yeah.
Coffee leaking from the paper
Why
sack.
did they have it in the paper sack?
I think it's before they had the cardboard carriers.
Oh, so they'd have multiple cups of coffee.
Yes, they would have 3 or 4, or maybe
yeah.
2, and they're just the easiest way to carry it with the lid on it and everything.
Yeah.
It had a lid.
Coffee leaking from a
Paper sack. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I like me some Conway Twitty.
This other song, he says, there's a lot of ways of saying what I want to say to you. There's songs and poems and promises and dreams that might come true, but I won't talk of starry skies and moonlight on the ground. I'll come right out and tell you, I'd just love to lay you down.
Woo! Mic drop. Damn, that's good. Conway Twitty.
It's so good.
Who would, let's say Ronnie Millsap and Conway Twitty, who you give the edge to on that one?
I'm going Conway Twitty.
Yeah, me too. I
mean,
like Ronnie Millsap.
Ronnie Millsap's good.
Yeah.
A lot of blind people play the piano.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It seems like might be a hard one to do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of keys.
I know.
I mean, guitar, you got 6 strings right there. That's not as hard, maybe.
And you only have the Roadhouse guy doing that. The blind guy that plays guitar. I forget his name.
Yeah, but that was a slide guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Wasn't he like a steel guitar?
Yeah.
Well, he was sitting down still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's amazing because when Dalton comes in, he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Dalton," or whatever his name was.
Yeah, from Roadhouse?
Yeah.
What's that Ronnie Millsap song? There's a stranger in my house.
Oh yeah.
There's somebody there that I
There's a
can't see.
stranger. Oh yeah.
Well, we know that, Ronnie.
A lot of people
Was
here
it-
actually, Ronnie.
There's a whole bunch of people in this house.
It's a party in here right now. You just can't see any of them.
We're just being very quiet.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Yeah, I like country. I like old school country. I like a lot of 80s music, too. That's,
Yeah.
That's sort of like when I was having my, some of my puberty experiences and,
yeah.
girls and all that
Yeah.
stuff and dancing. And
Yeah.
I like a lot of 80s music. So when I go to the gym to work out, I'll bust like an 80s like cardio dance music playlist
yeah.
to get on that treadmill.
Oh, yeah.
With the elliptical, and I feel like I'm just up there dancing. It keeps me going longer. But yeah, so
Yeah, see, we're 10 years apart. So
Yeah.
You're 80s, I'm 90s. I love all the 90s
That's
stuff.
right.
But
That's right.
90s was where music was. I think it was good, but it was taking the downfall.
yeah, it's right before grunge hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then everything just comes in waves. So one minute you got the 80s pop, the hair bands, Poison.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, we're done with that. Let's go grungy.
Yeah.
And then the grungy goes to New Kids on the Block.
And then all music became rap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, all music is rap now.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, you like rap at all?
I like some rap.
Yeah.
I like 90s rap.
Okay. LL Cool J? No, I'm trying to think. He's 80s.
80s rap.
Wait.
I'm Bad was a song that he had. I like that
Yeah,
one.
I'm Bad.
No
Mama
rapper
said knock
can
you up.
rap quite like I can. You remember that?
I think so.
Take a muscle-bound man and put his face in the
Oh, yeah. I'm bad.
Yeah.
Cool
Yeah.
J. Yeah, I remember that one.
He's so ripped in that
LL
video,
Cool
too.
J. Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of rappers like to talk about how great they are.
Yeah.
I wish country would do that just every now and then.
Yeah, they should.
Mostly it's like my life sucks.
Yeah.
Or I got to get her back. Or
Yeah. There's a song
Not
about...
like I'm the best.
Yeah, that's what they need. Country that's like, I got the best life. Hank Jr. did that a little bit.
Did he?
Country Boy Can't Survive.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's like, I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive.
I'd like to spit some beach nut in that dude's
Yeah,
eye.
yeah. I had no idea what beach nut was at that time. My dad was a Taylor's Pride fan.
Did you ever do tobacco and chewing tobacco?
Yeah, chewed tobacco a little bit, mainly what I just stole from my dad.
And what was that again?
Taylor's Pride or Redman. That was
I don't know
his
Taylor's Pride.
Taylor's Pride is like a silver bag or sometimes a brown
So it's the
bag.
chewing kind, not the dip.
Chewing kind, yeah.
Yeah.
I got into dip later. I was into Kodiak Wintergreen.
Yep.
Skull had a sour apple flavor for a while.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. I dipped a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
The chew thing is just a lot of. You gotta get a lot in there.
Yeah, and you spit a lot.
Spit a
there's
lot.
a lot of spit.
Yeah. I remember the first time I actually did try dip. I was young, and my brother and I we had this little store that was close to the house. We could walk to and buy candy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then one day, someone said, "You gotta try this stuff." It
yeah.
was just kids.
That's how it happened. Some dark, shady guy in the corner.
Yeah, Todd.
Yeah. Hey, bud.
Yeah, Todd's brother was even worse. Dude flipped a Fiero, almost died, lost his foot.
You like that chewing gum? Try this chewing tobacco.
Yeah, dude, you don't even actually ingest it. You
Yeah.
just put it and spit it out.
Yeah.
It's like stupid, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
You're not cool unless you do it. Do it, nerd. And so I remember Gold River is what we had.
Oh.
Remember Gold River?
No.
Yeah, Gold River. That was actually the weakest, cheapest one.
Okay.
We would hide it in a sock drawer from Mom. Then one
Yeah.
time she found it. And she just thought it was candy. So she know what Gold River was either.
Yeah.
And then Dad found it. He's like, they can't do that. So he nipped that in the bud pretty quick.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back.
It's good, though. It's good.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose a cheek.
No, that's true. I look like I'm dipping a lot now because I just got these braces down here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if y'all can see that at home. I got these teeth a little crooked. They've been chipping at these front teeth up top, see? And ortho goes, you got to push those back. So now, because of these braces, it looks like I have a dip in my mouth. A little bit. I've had
Yeah.
people say that. You look
Yeah.
like, are you dipping? I'm like, no, it's metal. I'm dipping metal.
Yeah, hardcore.
Yeah.
Hardcore dip. This dip's always in.
I'm a man.
You ever know the guys that dip and never spit, though?
Yeah.
I had
know.
a boss.
Well, like they spit very rarely.
Yeah, I had a boss like that.
That's a tolerance. I have never worked up that kind of tolerance.
When I used to drink, I would drink out of one bottle and spit into the other bottle.
Yep.
And get it mixed up more times than you would.
That's
think.
one of the worst.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like I got it mixed up one time. I would do it multiple times a night. God. You know?
That brings back memory. I've done that before, too.
Yeah.
It's nasty because you're thinking your brain is ready for a nice Pepsi.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah.
And all you're getting is warm, flat dip spit.
Yeah.
Maybe a cigarette butt's in there.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. Because back when you could still smoke in bars in Charleston. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All right, so yeah.
I want to get back to a little bio on you, right?
Okay,
So we started in high school. We're a funny guy. We're pratfalling. We're fake conniptions.
Yeah.
And then that leads to what's the next move for
Well, I lived in a trailer park until I was 14.
Wow.
And then I moved out of the trailer park. And then when I was 18, I bought that same trailer and moved back in by myself.
Oh, cool. That's
So-
a power move.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like reclaiming it.
Yeah, so I bought that trailer. That meant the house that I grew up in, I was able to buy for $1,000.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
And so I moved back in from 18 to 21.
Yeah.
And I lived there.
Get right on that mic, buddy. 'Cause
yeah.
It's very direct. Okay, go ahead.
And then at 21, I moved to Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
So that's a very
Now,
classy.
why did you go from the it's still Opelika?
Opelika, yeah.
To Charleston. Why did you make that move?
Well, me and my buddy just wanted to get out of Opelika.
Okay.
I had tried to join the Army, and I got arrested.
Wow.
And I missed my ship-off date.
Oh, I got to hear this. Are we allowed to hear this story?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I cleaned up my life, and I joined the Army, and
Well, when you say cleaned up your life,
well, I didn't.
how much cleaning are we talking?
Well, I tried to quit smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
And try to start running.
Got it.
And some other things. And then I was like, I was
the Army's good discipline. That'll straighten you out.
I was waiting tables at Western Sizzlin'.
Oh yeah. Woo. I remember Western. They used to come out with them steel plates.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I still do.
Dude, you gotta. If you never had a Western sizzling, you gotta try it out.
Yeah, it's like a Golden Corral without all the class.
Yeah,
more like
yeah.
a Silver Corral.
There was a knockoff one in Hickory. It wasn't even Western sizzling, called Western Steer.
Oh,
yeah, it's like it's the cheap version of that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got excited.
Yeah. So I was waiting
tables there.
Tables at Western Sizzlin', and I was the only male waiter there, and probably the only server under 40.
And how old were you at this point?
20.
Okay.
18 or 20.
Yeah.
No, I was 19. I was 19.
19.
And so this guy came in and was telling me all about how he used to be in the Army and how great it was.
Right.
So I went to the recruiter's office, got in there. And then I took my physical. I got a ship-off date. And then the night I got back home from the physical, I went out with some friends. Mm-hmm. And then I got arrested for alcohol and weed.
Oh. It's just like some minor thing, but you weren't 21, so
Right.
that's underage.
Right.
Yeah. Now, how'd you get busted? What do you mean? Like, were you riding around?
Well, I wasn't even drinking. This is what I was doing. I had left this party, and this guy gave me me and another friend, we were going to meet these girls.
Oh yes, always chicks.
Yeah, and this guy gave me 2 beers, unopened.
One for you, one for your pal.
Yeah,
Okay.
unopened. All we had to do was just ride to the party and open them when we got there.
Uh-huh.
But I had this idea,
Yes.
right? I was like, you know what would be cool? Is if we got out of the car drinking these beers.
Already open.
Already open, so the girls see us
Yeah.
and like, wow, look at those rebels.
Right.
So
Yeah.
then I got pulled over
Okay, with them open.
with them open,
Ah.
and I put them under my seat,
Okay.
hoping maybe the cop didn't have a sense of smell.
Right.
And my buddy stuffed his weed down in the beer bottle.
Okay.
Wasn't mine.
Oh.
But it became mine because now it's in the car.
And it's your car.
My car.
There you go.
Yeah, the cop was like, have you been drinking tonight? And I was like, not even a little bit. He was like, okay, blow on my face. That's what he said.
What?
I know he said blow
Oh,
on my face.
that's good.
Yeah.
Blow on my face.
So I blew on his
Wow,
face.
this guy's got a fetish.
Yeah, and then he searched the car,
Yep.
found the beer, and arrested us.
Yeah. Now you were at 20. Now, see, back in the day, in my day, if that happened, and it was a cool cop, they'd be like, just They take it from
Yeah.
you, make you pour it out, and you continue on.
But see, my
But
town.
this guy seemed like a douche.
Yeah, my town was small.
Yeah.
And anywhere from 26 to 150,000, depending on the numbers.
Right.
And I used to have a lot of parties. And
Yes.
one of the guys was a cousin to a guy that used to come to my party, one of the
Okay.
cops.
Oh, okay.
So he came up and he recognized my name.
This guy's a bad seed.
Yeah.
We got to straighten him out.
And that's what everyone thought.
Did
But
you
I was
say,
just
like-
having a good time.
Did you happen to say it to the cop, like, man, I'm trying to go to the Army?
I did. I said, I'm joining the Army, and this is going to mess me up. And he said, this is going to mess you up, or you're going to mess it up.
Oh, God.
Like that kind of thing. So I didn't go to the Army, and then I got my license suspended for 9 months,
Jesus.
and I hung out in a trailer doing bad things
Right.
when I could have been off serving the country.
Yeah, you could have been in some Middle Eastern place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Army didn't happen. You got arrested.
Yep.
And then you made a move from there to.
Yeah, and I sold the trailer that I bought for $1,000. I sold it for $2,500.
Oh,
So
you
I
made a
made
profit.
$1,500.
Okay, now we're flipping houses.
Yeah, very early. And then I moved to Charleston, which is this very classy place. So I'm, 1 minute I'm in a trailer park drinking Jack Daniels, shooting me and my friends with BB guns, to being in one of the oldest cities in America.
Now, why'd you choose Charleston?
Well, we wanted to go to Savannah. Savannah's where we wanted to go. My friend's parents were living in Charleston at the time.
Okay.
And he got him a job, and I went there, and I saw these Italian ice girls on the street, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's
Shaved
enough
ice.
to make me move here.
Uh-huh.
Not the Italian ice, but the girls working the booth.
Right.
I was like, this is great.
Yes.
So we moved there, and I
And did you hook up on the shaved ice girls?
ended up dating an Italian ice girl
Oh,
for a
nice.
while. Yeah,
Is that gelato?
it's
No.
it's like ice with
Yeah, okay.
flavoring on it.
It's like a snow cone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Italian ice.
Yeah.
All right. So you go there, Charleston, with your pal, right?
Right.
Do you guys buy a new trailer, or do you get like an apartment?
We just got an apartment.
Got an apartment.
He was never a trailer guy.
Okay.
So we moved there, me and him. He brought his girlfriend up right away. That caused a riff. We moved out within 2 months. I got a new place. I started taking, but I have no friends now in Charleston.
Yeah.
So I took some improv classes to make some friends.
Here we go.
And then
Balls are rolling.
yeah, and then I was doing pretty well in improv. And a guy was like, "You should do stand up." And so we wrote some jokes. And then I went out with overalls and no shoes.
Oh yeah. I want to see some early Dusty.
Yeah, I got some videos. In 2004, and I did comedy a few times in 2004 and 2005.
Okay.
And then I did well the first couple of times, and I was bombing every time. And I was getting drunk and going on stage and ranting, and so I just quit.
Yeah.
And then I quit until 2008, and that's when I started again.
You took like a 5-year break.
Yeah, that's when I officially say I started was 2008.
Right. I got you.
And in 2008, I had gotten Sirius XM and kept hearing this guy John Reap on the radio all the time. I was a big John Reap fan. I had this joke that I was doing for a while where I would come out and I would say, "I know what you're thinking," and I would say, "And yeah, I've been working out." So John Reap's special was coming out, and I was so excited. I was like, "I can't wait to see this thing." And I see you come out.
I say that?
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't know. I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I made some guy touch my arm, and I showed my bagel. That was part of the whole.
Yeah,
It was a way of getting into the nude rules that I had.
Oh, yeah.
Back then. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, you can have it now if you
Yeah,
want.
okay. Yeah, because now you've really been working out.
I've actually been working
Yeah.
out recently. Yeah.
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 But I had gained a lot of weight then, too, because I was drinking, and I had
Right.
just discovered seafood when I moved to Charleston, so I was eating all this fried shrimp and
Yeah.
scallops. And
Yeah, they have some really good food. Charleston
Yeah.
is an old town. For those of you who've never been, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
They got the tree moss everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a nice little sleepy old town. Some people say it's haunted. Did you ever go to those little haunted tours?
oh, no, I don't like ghosts. I'm not interested in seeing ghosts.
You're not looking for them.
I don't want to see them. I don't want to tell stories about them.
Yeah, okay.
I want to acknowledge. I never acknowledge them.
Do you like scary movies?
No, I don't watch horror movies.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't like.
You don't like being scared?
No.
Do you like
no.
scaring people?
I'm scared most of the time.
I believe you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always worried there's a ghost around the corner.
Oh man, I've never seen one. I'd probably shit myself.
Yeah.
If I did.
Yeah.
For real. I've had moments where I've been in hotels that are kind of creepy and old,
Yeah.
and it's like, so okay. To this day, I don't like it dead quiet in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Like I will make sure the TV is on,
Yeah.
or I'm listening to music or a podcast.
Yeah.
It's the first when I wake up. It's the first thing I do is I fall asleep with the TV on
Yeah.
because I don't want it to be dead quiet.
Oh,
in
yeah.
here for fear.
Yeah.
That I might hear something.
I know.
So I don't give them a chance.
I'm always praying out the ghost. I'm always praying out the ghost.
Out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've never seen one, but I've had moments where it has been dead
Yeah.
quiet in a room, and for whatever reason. Oh, dude, when I saw the movie The Sixth Sense. Remember The Sixth Sense?
Oh yeah, I just watched that recently.
Okay.
It was a bit scary for me.
It's very scary.
Yeah.
Well, I went by myself. I happened to be on the road somewhere. Everyone's
Yeah.
talking about how great it is. I'll go check it out, matinee. And I went there and I watched it, and it's like, that's a really good movie. It
Yeah.
did scare me a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm back in the hotel room, and I'm thinking, like, I probably want in here right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
It's like-
And there probably is.
I got chills just thinking about it.
the last movies I saw The Grudge and Saw
Yeah.
in like 2004,
Uh-huh.
same night.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, I'm not seeing it anymore.
I forgot which one's The Grudge. What's that?
That was like this Sarah Michelle Gellar, and then there was like a little like a house they moved into.
Okay.
And the ghost would call people on the phone and made like a noise, right? And then they would show. And so I got home that night. I went with a buddy. I got home that night, and there was a voicemail on my phone with that on it.
No way.
And my friend to this day says he didn't do it.
Are you kidding me?
He says that.
He's messing with you, huh?
I mean, I guess.
Did you tell him you saw the movie?
Oh, he went with me.
Well, that's it.
But he says
Yeah.
to this day he did. He also knows I'm very afraid of ghosts.
I'm so happy you told me this. Now
Yeah.
I get to scare you.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I'm always on it. Like I feel like I'm real chill.
Yeah.
But I'm in my head a lot, so I'm
already
jumping.
picturing what you look like scared. And
Yeah.
It's making me laugh.
I'm scared right now.
I love scaring people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it to you because I love you a lot.
Yeah.
I don't want to burn our friendship, but I love scaring the crap out of people.
I know.
I
can
love it.
see that. I can see that
Yeah,
you'd
yeah.
be a guy that'd like to scare people.
Well, I get it from my dad, and I also like because when you're scared, that is a real reaction. That is an honest emotion.
Oh yeah.
And you see people in a light that maybe you've never seen them before.
Yeah.
There's some people who just make a funny, scared face. Like I had this roommate, Mike Hauser, Booker, we called him.
Okay.
And I loved scaring him because of the faces he would make when he was scared. His hands would go up like to block something, like
Yeah.
it was just a reaction, but they're like this, and his face would all be like that. It was just
Yeah.
funny to me.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
tortured
wicked.
the poor guy.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike, but you made funny faces. Some people just have a funny scare face.
Yeah.
So we do it just for that. But my dad, you ever go snipe hunting?
I've heard about that.
Okay, what do you know about it?
Well, I know that in the end it's all just a prank.
Yeah, that's right.
That you take someone out in the woods with a bag and you say,
That's right.
we're going to go out here and we're going to scare up a snipe. And when it comes around, we want you to catch it and put it in
Put
this
it in the
bag.
bag.
Yeah.
That's the whole goal.
Yeah, like cow tipping, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so
I grew up around a lot of cows and because trailer park part of my life, but my dad also lives on a farm, so I had a lot of cows
you around
around.
a lot of livestock.
Yeah, cows, horses, a few chickens,
Yeah.
pigs once in a while. We'd have some ducks every now and then.
Well, I grew up next to a dairy farm,
Oh yeah,
so you'd smell the manure.
yeah.
Like I just got used to it after a
Yeah.
while. But I want to tell you this snipe hunting story. Like my dad took me and my brother and two friends camping one weekend. We was kids. I want to say maybe 5th grade or something.
okay.
Brother's a little younger than me, a year and a half younger. And we're having a great time, drinking Tang, sleeping in tents,
Yeah.
loving it. And then Dad goes, you got the whole way up there, he's been talking about snipes. Like he's been setting the...
Your dad is?
Yes.
Okay.
He's been planting the seed.
Okay.
And then he goes, all right, tonight, well, this evening, before it gets too dark, we're going to go snipe hunting. We're like, yes, finally. And so Jason, my brother, he goes, Jason, you're going to hold the bag, all right? So what we're going to do is he goes deep into the woods. Jason's there holding the bag, and the rest of us, we're going to go look for the snipes and scare them towards the bag.
Now,
That's how he did it.
Did you know about snipe?
No.
Okay, all right.
So here's what I'm getting at. Like,
Right.
so we're running around. Dad's like, come on, let's go. And we're running behind Dad. And I'm looking around. I got my head on a swivel. I'm looking for snipes.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, come here. All right, here's the deal. There's no such thing as snipes. I was devastated. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What are we doing out here?
Yeah, it's like-
he goes, no, but don't worry. We're going to scare your brother. I was like, oh, I'm in. So I was immediately happy again.
Yeah.
And then before we went up to the mountains to go camping that weekend, me and my brother stayed up late and watched a scary movie about boars, like wild boars attacking people. So my dad knew that we had seen this movie.
I was terrified of wild boars growing up.
They'll kill you.
Yeah.
They're ruthless.
Yeah.
They got them freaking husks or horns.
We had a whole tree climbing plan for.
Oh, yeah. That's how you got.
Yeah.
And they're pretty quick. But I remember we're hiding behind some bushes, and we can see Jason holding the bag, and he's a little scared. He's by himself now in the woods. He's kind of just looking around, and my dad starts going, making boar noises.
Yeah.
Just to scare him. And
Sounds terrifying.
he started crying, and then we called it off. He was like, oh, sorry, Jason.
Yeah.
Asshole.
I'm getting the feeling that all these stories you tell about your dad deserves to be told about.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's out there scaring you.
Just pranking you all the time.
Crying.
Making you cry.
Crying. He's hiding in your closet.
I don't teach you to trust me.
Yeah, it's like the whole Santa Claus thing. It's like your parents teach you about Santa Claus while teaching you not to lie. They're like, don't lie, but we're telling you that Santa Claus is real.
That's right.
And then you have to find out that he's not real at school.
Yeah, some
day.
other kid tells you.
Yeah.
Makes you feel dumb for
You
trusting
go
your
home.
parents.
Yeah, you go home and you're like, is Santa Claus not real? They're like, do you believe him?
Then did you get a
Yeah.
present?
I'm like, I'm asking you, is he real?
You saw him at the mall.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw a guy in there.
Oh yeah, saw a guy with a pillow in his
Yeah.
in his shirt.
Yeah, there was a guy that used to come to Western Sizzling all the time that did Santa Claus.
Right, like was he a permanent Santa Claus? Like never cut the beard?
Oh, yeah.
just that all the time.
Yeah, and then he's like one of those guys that when people would say you look like Santa Claus, he kind of like shrug it off like it's annoying to him. And
Yeah.
It's like, you know, that's the most recognizable character in the country.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
Like those guys live for that. They're
Yeah.
like, I'm known for this.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I'm Santa.
Yeah.
In this town.
Yeah. You ever see a homeless guy that looks like Santa Claus?
Sure.
Feels like it's like Santa's really taking a turn, you know?
Right. Like he's hoarding all them clothes and
It's like
bags.
we stopped believing in him, and now he's just homeless out there now.
He couldn't take it.
Global
that should be a
warming.
movie. That's a
Yeah.
good idea for a movie.
Yeah, global
Like, everyone-
warming's melted the North Pole.
Because of the internet and Facebook, everyone now knows that he is definitely not real.
Yeah.
And the real Santa is upset.
Yeah.
And because we don't believe him,
Yeah.
he's taking a turn for the worse.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the streets, pushing carts.
We're calling him crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Somebody write that. We'll be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the bio. I'm loving this, Dusty. Are you having a good time?
Yeah, I'm having a great
Hey,
time. I'm always having a good time.
we're having a good time.
Yeah.
Dusty does this a lot in his act. You want to explain that to the
Well,
people?
I like to wave like this at the end of a joke.
Yeah.
Just let you know that joke's over. You know what I mean?
I like how you close it, too.
Yeah, you got to really seal it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes it works good if people are heckling. You just give them one of these, go, hey, take it easy.
Yep. Zip it.
Take it
Yeah.
easy. I like to say that. Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy. Now, how did that come about? We're having a good time. Now, did that just kind of organically happen on stage?
Well, actually, it kind of did, but me and my wife used to say that to each other all the time. We'd go, we're having a good time. We like to
You'd
fake.
be like out dining somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we like to fake fight, me and my wife.
Okay.
It helps our relationship.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because we can
Little role play.
Because we can fake fight, but say real things that are bothering us.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh, that's like a mind trick a
So we
little
can
bit.
fake fight, and then we go we do that for a little bit, and then we go, we're having a good time.
For those you don't know, his wife is also a very funny comedian.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet?
We met at a open mic in New York City, actually.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we were
How
just-
long ago?
I don't know, probably 2014.
All right. What was? Do you remember the first encounter?
Yeah, I mean, I was at an open mic, and there was free pizza, and I wasn't drinking because I quit drinking,
Right.
and she was not drinking at the time.
Okay.
And I think that she had said that she she was like going to be all business. Like she was a little irritated and she was coming in, and then she came up to ask me about the open mic. And then I'm just like, hey, my name's Dusty Slay. And she's like, well, this guy's not from around here.
Yeah.
And then we hung out.
So that night you met over pizza and comedy.
Yeah.
Did you get her number right away, or?
Yeah, I mean, we exchanged info. She was there for like a week. I was there for a month. So we just ended up hanging out the rest of that week doing open mics and stuff. And we didn't start dating then, but we just started dating
got to
later.
know her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now she's not from New York though. Where's she?
No, she's from Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
So she was just visiting too. I was living in Charleston.
Okay. And what were you doing up there for a month?
Well, I just rented a room for a month.
No kid, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I didn't know this little part about you.
Yeah.
This is great.
It's before I moved to Nashville.
Okay.
And my plan was to do an open mic every day, at least one open mic every day for 30 days.
Yeah, okay.
Which now that I've done comedy for a while, I realize it's not that big of a deal to do comedy every day for 30 days.
Uh-huh.
But back then it was.
Well, I mean, how much time are you doing? Like 10, 15?
Oh, yeah, probably 5 a show.
Yeah.
But I would do sometimes 3 a night.
Yeah, no, you could do that in New York.
Yeah.
There's so many rooms in New York City. It's great for comedians to go there. Yeah.
But I didn't want to miss a day. And then I made a little journal. I wrote about it every day for 30 days. And
that's pretty cool.
And I wanted to see if I wanted to move to New York. That was the plan. But ultimately I didn't. I wanted to do road comedy.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't know you made that conscious decision.
Yeah.
Like I never even thought. Well, so I went, started in North Carolina, and then I started thinking, well, at some point, if this keeps going well, I'm going to have to make a move to New York or at Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And I just chose Los Angeles because it was better weather, and I already knew some people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
The weather is great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Traffic sucks, but it's great.
Yeah.
Someone's asking us on Facebook. They just simply said, Krispy Kreme ? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I love Krispy Kreme. A hot light.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I like Krispy Kreme better than Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
But there is a Tim Hortons up north and in Canada.
Yep.
The Timbits, that's unbeatable.
Never had them.
Sour cream glazed Timbits.
10 bits.
Timbits.
Tim.
Like Tim Hortons. Timbits. Yeah, if you're ever in Canada or Michigan, northern Michigan, there is Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons is huge. He's a hockey player from Canada who started his own, what do you call it, like a fast food franchise? It's got everything, really, doesn't it? Tim Hortons?
Yeah. They got, it's like a Dunkin'
Coffee,
Donuts.
donuts.
Yeah.
I think they got burgers, too. I don't know.
Dunkin' Donuts, I like the original.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever listen to Jay Hickman's albums? That's a question on the thing.
Don't know.
I don't know him.
I don't know who Jay Hickman is.
But
Scott Reese, provide a link.
But I appreciate you calling him one of the funniest people ever.
Yeah, thanks.
They said I answered.
Ask if he knows me.
Yeah. It said I answered Krispy Kreme, is what they said.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
answered Krispy Kreme. I love Krispy Kremes. That's my favorite donut. I don't like. It makes me. Okay, let's do this. Let's have this one because you're in New York for how long?
A month. I've been up there a few times, but I did a month straight.
They love bagels.
Oh yeah.
To me, a bagel is just hard. It's been sitting out too long. A good bagel, toast it up, put some cream cheese on it.
Yeah.
I get it. I don't need salmon or fish on my bagel.
Yeah.
But I mean, a biscuit beats a bagel every day.
Yeah.
And to me, Krispy Kreme obviously that's a different category, but like bagels are overrated. I'm just gonna say it.
I think I agree, but there's a place in Atlanta called Bagelicious.
Okay.
And you can get a bagel with salmon, or you can get a bagel with pastrami.
Okay.
It's so good.
That sounds good.
It's so good.
Now, what do you like on your bagel? I mean, you just mentioned that. Do you put cream cheese as well?
I'm just a cream cheese guy.
That's all you need.
But you know what?
Do you toast it?
Yeah, I like it toasted. I used to go to a place in Charleston all the time. I'd get a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel.
Yeah.
And
well, the ones that McDonald's has is pretty good. I mean, for McDonald's, but those are soft even.
I can't eat McDonald's. I refuse to eat McDonald's. I'll do like Wendy's.
Yeah.
But not.
What's the story? Why do you hate McDonald's?
Well, I just read that what's that? Super Size Me, right? I watched.
I saw it.
I watched that.
Oh, that's enough to do it right there.
And it said it started to destroy his liver, right?
Yeah.
But I just read recently that apparently the guy's been serious alcoholic for years.
So there's that as well.
Right. So
Interesting.
So apparently the guy, he's just getting wasted all the time at McDonald's.
Blaming it on McDonald's.
Right.
Who's putting all the alcohol in these French fries? That's funny.
Yeah, I hear that he was a serious alcoholic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Scott. No, what's his name? I can't remember his name now. But he had that handlebar mustache.
Yeah.
He's a fellow Ginge.
Yeah.
That was an interesting series. I did enjoy that, and that's enough to make you not want to eat McDonald's. Totally. But they're everywhere.
Yeah.
It's hard to avoid them.
Then
I typically don't like McDonald's either, but every now and then I cave in. I gotta get something just that is familiar to me.
Yeah.
Now I do love Chick-fil-A. That's one of my favorite fast food franchises.
Chick-fil-A's the best.
It is the best. They're nice to you. They say, "How may I serve you?"
Yeah. I almost hate to say thank you in there because I hate to make them say my pleasure.
Oh, right.
But they are so nice.
They are.
It's like, why is not every business making people do that?
Everyone else is screwing up, hiring angry people.
Yeah, mom and pop shops, they're the rudest people. Most of the mom and pop shops are the rudest people.
Yeah.
I don't know why. If I owned a business, that would be the number one thing. Be nice to people.
Customers.
Be nice to the people in here buying things from us.
Yeah, we won't return business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your product can't be that good that you're an asshole.
Right, because I don't necessarily like Starbucks coffee so much, but Starbucks is always consistent. You know what you're going to get.
Right.
And so I go there. You go to a mom and pop, they're like $4 for a tiny cup of coffee. I'm like, can I give you 6 and get a big cup? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, this is the biggest cup we have, sir.
Yeah, it's called a Savencice.
Yeah.
With some Italian name.
Yeah.
I'm like, just give me the big one.
I went to a place the other day and they said, pay whatever you want for coffee. And then it was
Where was this?
It's an Opelika, actually. And it's, I know it's too.
It sounds Oregon to
I
me.
know it doesn't make
Washington.
sense. But it was pay whatever you want for coffee. So I'm obligated to pay way more than it should be. Because I don't want to look like, the redneck in there cheaping out on the coffee.
Yeah.
So, and then they pour it over each individual cup. So it takes a while.
Oh, man.
And it's like, I appreciate it, but just have at least a pot up in
What's
here.
the name of this place? Let's give them a shout out. Can you remember?
I can't remember.
It's too bad because I want everyone in Alabama to go there and not pay for coffee.
It's downtown Opelika.
Pay a nickel.
There's only one coffee shop in downtown Opelika.
Yeah, go there, know the policy, have a good time.
Yeah. Pay whatever you want. Pay a lot if you'd like.
Yeah.
One guy looked like he had a bow tie on, and I heard them joking that he paid $30 for a bottle of Coke the other day.
What a jackass.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Stimulate the economy.
Right. If he tipped that, but if he just paid 30 to the business.
No, to the business.
Yeah.
Right.
What's that all about?
Right. Well, that's an honor system, I guess. So let's get back to comedy. So you started in Charleston improv. Tell me about the improv experience. What was that class like?
Well, Charleston has a great improv community.
Okay. Is this like Improv Olympics?
Yeah, I guess
one of those IO classes?
Yeah,
yes, I got you.
And the people, Brandy and Greg, that run that Theater 99.
Okay.
They trained everywhere. They went to all those places, and they're great at improv. They have a great theater. And they taught me how to do improv.
That's great.
And then I had to, kind of figure out stand-up on my own.
Right.
But yeah, they let me do comedy there all the time. So there's no club in Charleston, no comedy club.
I was going to ask that. I don't. It seems to me like touristy, beachy, vacation type places don't do well with stand-up comedy clubs.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But they sell out their improv shows all the time.
Yeah. Interesting. I wish I had done that. I wish I had taken an improv class. It's a great skill to have. I think every comedian should at least try it out.
Yeah, it's fun.
Because at some point, if you do well at stand-up and your career is amazing, they're going to ask you to do a sitcom. And you're going to have to learn how to act and listen to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And they do a lot of long-form improv, which long-form is where you really set up a scene and you subtly be funny. The funny just comes out.
Right.
It's not short-form improv where you just go out and you're like, I'm wacky, right? And that's good for
Name
some
a city.
people. But I'm not good at being wacky. Seizures was my move, and that's all I got.
Yeah, you retired from that. You've moved on.
You can't come out and do a seizure every time. You know?
It's dangerous. You can hurt yourself.
Yeah,
You actually might get a real seizure.
Yeah, that's true. And if you're faking them all the time, and then you have a real one, everyone's just laughing.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's owning this one. Wow. Damn, he's gotten good.
Oh, I really got the foam coming out.
All right, man. Well, this has been a lot of fun, Mr. Slay. We've got a show to do tonight.
Yeah.
So we got to go work on that. Anything I can get you to plug? We're doing the same podcast on 2 different networks right about now.
Yeah.
So for my listeners on the Fried podcast, I want Dusty to tell you where you can find him.
Yeah, I got a website called dustyslay.com. If you're unsure of how to spell it, it's like dustyslay.com. And
Okay, DUSTY.
SLAY.
Got it. No I.
.com.
No I in Dusty.
No I in Dusty.
Gotcha.
No I in team, no I in Dusty.
That's right. So dustyslay.com, and from there...
And then I got Facebook, Dusty Slay Comedy, and then I have Twitter, Dusty Slay, Instagram, Dusty Slay. And then I got a podcast called We're Having a Good Time on iTunes.
I think I'm on it right now.
Yes, you are.
I'm on your podcast.
Yes, and you can find John's podcast.
I also have a website. It's dustyslay.com. No, just it's johnreap.com.
John Reap. See, we got our real. We don't have to add comedy on it because they got our real names.
Yeah.
Not a lot of John Reaps out there, probably. Not a lot of Dusty Slays out there.
There was one dude, insurance guys, JOHN Reap.
Yeah.
And I wanted to buy that because people make the mistake all the time, and
Right.
rightly so. It's a more common name, JOHN. But I'm a Jonathan, so I just go John. I'm not making you pronounce all them extra syllables.
Right.
So it's John Reap.
Jonathan Reap.
Simple. Yep, that's what Mama named me.
Yep.
Jonathan David. Jonathan David are very biblical.
Yeah. Jonathan David Reap.
So you can go to johnreap.com. You can go from there, all the social media. I'm on your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, Snapchat, all of it. You can find us on the internets. And you know what? Thanks for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share. That's a fun thing I like to say at the end.
Yeah.
Your R's and your S's.
Yeah.
Rate, review, subscribe, and share.
Yeah.
And then pass it on. Tell a friend.
And if you're going to rate it, make it all the way good.
Yeah, I should say that.
I don't want anyone being like, I'm going to listen and then I'm going to judge it.
Yeah, this isn't like pay how much you want, whatever you feel like for coffee.
Yeah.
We want 5 stars.
Give it a full-on 5-star rating and a comment.
Yeah.
Saying how much you enjoy it, even if you didn't.
Just lie. All right, folks. Thanks, Dusty.
All right.
All right, that was a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Yeah, time just flew by. That guy's got amazing stories. And thanks again, everybody, for listening to us. And we hope that you get on the internets and you rate, review, subscribe, and share. And tell a friend about how much fun you're having listening to the Fried Pod.
Yeah. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
And the radio up, I like to see sunrise. See the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of my pressure.